This is TwistLine Podcast. Tonight, a story about death, identity, and what happens when your mind wakes up in a life that was never yours. Now, take a breath and listen carefully, because if this ever happens to you, you'll want to know the rules. The story begins. I remember dying. Not fading, not slipping, not blacking out. I remember dying. It was raining, the kind of cold rain that feels like needles on the skin. I was driving too fast, headlight glare, wet asphalt, a sudden turn, and then a truck appeared in front of me. Metal on metal, glass exploding, bone cracking, a white flash. Then, nothing. But here's the thing. I didn't stay dead.
Chapter 1. The Body That Wasn't Mine. When I woke up, I was lying in a bed I didn't recognize. The air smelled different. Sterile. Warm. Too warm. My first thought wasn't, where am I? It was, why does my chest feel smaller? Why do my hands look thinner? I lifted my arm. Not my arm. Not my skin tone. Not my scars. Not my fingers. And that's when I heard a voice. A woman's voice. Shaky. Exhausted. But relieved. Adam, thank God, you're awake. Adam? Who the hell is Adam? I tried to speak, but the voice that came out wasn't mine. It was deeper, rougher, a stranger's voice. What happened? I asked. She grabbed my hand, his hand, and whispered, "You're safe now. You're finally safe." Safe from what? Chapter 2. The Life I Didn't Live. They said I had fallen down the stairs, a domestic accident, concussion, memory loss, nothing serious. But every reflection, every mirror, every window kept reminding me that something was wrong. This wasn't my face. Square jaw, wide shoulders, dark eyes that looked haunted even when they didn't move. I tried to remember his past, but all I could remember was my death. The woman, his wife apparently, hovered over me every second. Her name was Elise, late 20s, brown hair, eyes constantly scanning me like she was searching for something, or making sure something wasn't there. For the first 24 hours, she never left the room. And she kept repeating, "You're different. You're calmer. You're not angry anymore." I realized something. The real Adam wasn't a good man. Chapter 3. Stranger in My Own Skin. The first night, Elise fell asleep next to me, but I couldn't sleep. The body I was in didn't rest the way mine used to. My heartbeat felt heavier, my breath deeper. I tried to stand. My legs shook. Different muscles, different balance. I walked to the bathroom and turned on the light. His face stared back at me. A faint scar above the eyebrow, a crooked nose, eyes darker than night. I whispered to myself, "I'm not him. I'm not him." And then, from behind me in the mirror, a voice whispered back, "You shouldn't be here." I spun around. No one, but the reflection was still smiling. I wasn't. That was the moment I realized the consciousness that used to live in this body, Adam, wasn't entirely gone. Chapter 4. The Messages. The next morning, Elise left for work. Finally. I needed space, answers. I went through Adam's phone. Hundreds of messages, dozens of missed calls, but one chat stood out.
A contact saved as, "Don't trust her." I opened it. The last message was sent 2 days ago before Adam fell. It read, "If she finds out what you know, you won't wake up again." My heart started pounding. Whose warning was this? What did Adam know? Another message arrived instantly, even though the contact had been silent for days. "Adam, are you there? Tell me you're alive." My hands trembled as I typed back, "Who are you?" 3 dots. Typing. Then, "If you're not Adam, then it worked." Worked? What worked? I wrote back, "What do you mean?" The reply came fast. "Listen carefully. Adam died." Pause. "The body you're in is empty, but Elise doesn't know that. She thinks she killed the original." My blood froze. Killed? Not an accident? Not a fall? I typed frantically, "Are you saying Elise murdered her husband?" But the contact replied with something even worse. "No, Elise isn't your biggest problem. Your biggest problem is that Adam wants his body back." Chapter 5. The One Who Never Left. That night, I heard footsteps. Soft, slow. Not Elise. Someone was walking inside the house. I stayed still, pretending to sleep. Then the whisper returned, right beside my ear. "Get out." I opened my eyes. No one. But the lights flickered, the air turned cold, and the body I was in, Adam's body, began to move on its own. My fingers curled, my jaw clenched, my vision blurred. Something was fighting me from inside, something that didn't want me here. Then, in the mirror across the room, Adam's reflection spoke. "You stole my death." Chapter 6. The Truth. The next day, I met the person behind the messages. Her name was Mara. She told me everything. Adam was abusive, violent, unstable. Elise had tried to leave him. He snapped, but during the fight, Elise pushed him. He fell, hit his head, dead. But Elise panicked, terrified. She staged it as an accident, and Mara, Adam's sister, discovered the truth. But the part she didn't understand was this: Adam didn't move on. He lingered, in the body, in the house, waiting. And when I died, somehow my consciousness slipped into the nearest empty vessel, his body. I didn't just wake up in someone else's life. I walked into a war. Chapter 7. The Confrontation. That night, the whispers became screams. Objects falling, lights bursting, shadows crawling along the walls. Adam wanted control. He began pulling me into the dark corners of his mind. Flashes of his memories, his cruelty, his rage. He wanted to punish Elise, punish Mara, punish everyone. And he wanted me gone. In the bathroom mirror, he appeared clearer than ever, standing behind me. He placed a hand on my shoulder. "This is my body. Get out." And then my heart stopped. He was squeezing it from the inside. Chapter 8. Reclaiming the Body. I collapsed, struggling to breathe, vision dimming. But I remembered something Mara said. Adam feeds on fear. If you want to stay, you have to stop being afraid of him. So I stood up, breath shaking, chest burning, and whispered, "I'm not afraid of you." Adam hissed. The lights exploded. A scream ripped through the room.
He tried pushing me out, but I pushed back. Every memory of my life, my parents, friends, every moment, I shoved it all into the darkness where his shadow stood. And slowly, he faded, screaming, ripping, dissolving, until the room fell silent. And for the first time since waking up in that strange bed, the body felt like mine.
Chapter 9. The Aftermath. I told Elise the truth. Not everything, but enough. That Adam would never hurt her again. That she didn't need to be afraid anymore. She cried. Not because she believed me, but because she felt something had changed. Mara helped me disappear. New identity, new life, new start. But sometimes, late at night, when the lights are off, I still see him in the corner of the mirror, watching me, smiling faintly, as if whispering, "I'll be back when you die again." And I know he means it. And this was TwistLine Podcast. If you ever wake up in a life that isn't yours, don't panic, don't run, and above all, don't look too long into the mirror. You might not like what's staring back.